So the year is 2007. I'm a teenager in South Korea about to hit puberty. Life was okay. I had pretty good family, doing well at school, but I had one glaring issue. I wasn't cool enough. Not that I was loner or had issues at school, but I felt more like a side character. Not the main character energy that we talked about, not being that dude. It's more like just going along with the flow. So, when my parents say we're moving to the United States, I thought this was God-given chance to rebrand myself as a cool Korean kid. So with this American dream in place, I'm putting in the work. For the next half a year, during the day, I'm hitting the English hard. During the evening, watching all the American content I can find. Only the heavy hitters. Mean Girls, High School Musical, my personal favorite, Gossip Girl. That's scandalous. So when I finally land in Maryland, I feel like I know what's going on. We swing by the mall, Nordstrom Rack, I'm looking for the Jordans. Found a pair for myself. I'm hitting Hollister, American Eagle, Abercrombie. That was cool in the 2000s. A little bit of tight shirt, but it's okay. And then asking my mom to give me Fade, which she tried her best. So first day of middle school, I walk in, and I receive my schedule. It reads, room 203, Miss Harrington, college algebra. Okay. So I step in. Miss Harrington introduces me as a kid from Korea. But then the class just moves on. Thinking to myself, this is not the entrance that I expected. I gotta leave an impression on these kids. As I'm scheming, she puts a question on the whiteboard. All the kids, even the smart ones, don't seem to know the answer, but me, loaded with the Korean education, this is an easy money. So I figure out the question, I raise my hand, she calls on me, and with my high-pitched voice, I say, "It's 3, Mr. Harrington." And thinking that kids are gonna be impressed with me, they start laughing. They're snickering. He said, "Mr., not Miss." Oh my gosh, he doesn't know how to speak English. I'm embarrassed, trying to laugh off, but unfortunately, this was a sign to come for the next 2 years. I'm trying really hard to be cool at school, but making small mistakes. One time, I walk in a science classroom, and before coming to the States, I've never seen hand sanitizer. It just wasn't a thing in Korea. And you know what hand sanitizer look a lot like? Hand soap. So I would put hand soap in my hand, just rubbing it against each other, thinking that it's magically to go away, but it's only bubbling up, and then kids are noticing, and me having to shamefully raise my hand. Can I go to the bathroom? So as I am just labeled as weird kid, I think I need to make the next move. And my path to being cool, being on the basketball team. I always loved basketball, and Zac Efron inspired me. I can be the coolest kid if I can be on the basketball team. So next half a year, I'm practicing, rain or shine, channeling my inner Kobe, and then the tryout day arrives. I show up, all the kids are there, and they seem to already know each other, which already makes me feel like an outsider. And our head coach walks in. His name is Coach Lochte. Now, Coach Lochte is what you imagine as a classic American high school coach. Skinny legs, beer belly, sports cut, only wears school apparel to school. But what set him apart, he had the meanest eyes I've ever seen. So when he starts the tryout with, "We are a historically proud program, you better keep up," I'm instantly intimidated. So with a little bit of shaken confidence, I try my best for the next couple of practices. And at the end of the second practice, I feel a little tap on my shoulder from my assistant coach. "Coach Lochte would like to speak with you in the hallway." So I make my way over, turn around the corner, and he's waiting there for me. And he looks at me right in my eyes with those mean eyes, and say, I see that you've been working on your game, Jay. Your footwork, it's getting better. But we need players who can contribute right away, and you're not that. You don't have to show up tomorrow. Ooh. I still practice basketball because that is traumatizing. But something strange happened after I realized I may not be cool. I started accepting myself a little bit. Remember that math question I got? I tried to answer? English was wrong, but the math, it was spot on. So I realized I can be really good at math, and I became a math club president. Come on now. Immigrants support that. And basketball, I started playing at church. And I was a little too competitive for church, but making it work. And looking back, I think that's when I started learning that maybe being myself is cooler than trying to be cool. I'm still learning. I feel like I try to be cool to people here and there, but also trying to embrace who I am. And part of that is coming here, telling my story. And it looks like for the last 8 minutes, you've all been looking at me, and I'm on the stage. So maybe for once, I'm the main character here. Thank you.